Welcome to D&D with THC. This is Lost Minds of Phandelver, episode 15. Take it away, Jared.
Holy moly, 15.
Yeah,
all right,
Jesus.
well, when you guys last left off, you were making your way, you had a rather heated conversation, and I believe the final decision was to make your way up to the ruins of Thunder Tree, opting to take the safe passage, not through the woods, as it gets a little dicey in there, and completing your work to head up to Thunder Tree, gather a little bit of gold, I believe, is what was actually there and promised, gems, and as well at the same time, ridding the area of some folks that weren't exactly supposed to be around. You were warned by several people not to go there, but you were also asked by a couple of others to go there. So a little bit of mixed messaging, but alas, this is where you are. So without further ado, I think I will just bring you in. So right now, I think you would be on the trail, just sort of going along. I believe you're going to have several nights rests in between, but I will bring you in. You are into the Sword Coast map as we speak, so let's see what you guys want to do.
Yeah, are we going to stop in Phandelver on the way, or
do we have a reason to?
Aren't we owed some money for taking care of some stuff?
We did talk to a bunch of people there about stuff. Got some unicorn shit. We still got that. Oh yeah, we wanted to put that on your trident. We got rid of the orc's head, right? Yeah. Somebody there asked us to get rid of the orc's head too. We don't have proof anymore, but we could try to get gold.
I mean, we're not lying about it, so we're being honest.
Up to you guys.
I'm gonna tell you, if I told you to bring proof of a killing, you didn't bring the proof, would I pay you? Absolutely not.
Depends if we're convincing enough.
I'm not.
You're pretty good with speaking to people. You're pretty quick-witted there, Gideon.
It's worth a try, mate. Gold always is. Most of the time, anyway.
I mean, it's not that far out of the way. We're going close to it. It's not that far out of the way.
Do you remember the name of the person who asked us?
It's on the tip of my tongue. But I don't. I can't quite recall. Maybe. Let me just think really hard.
I've been into the Mary Jane's Front, mate. I don't have much of a memory of that, I don't think.
We do own a place there. Do something with that.
Oh,
we had somebody looking at that. Yeah, we had somebody looking at that already, didn't we?
Yeah, there was a guy who was going to do some repairs for us.
We can check in on that. We've been gone for a few days. By the time we get back, there'll be a couple more.
Darren was also telling us. Darren was the one that asked us about the undead and harming the locals at the old Owl Well. He's there.
True.
We could talk to him.
I don't think he promised us anything, though. He was a little crazy.
True. If it was Darren, we most likely didn't promise to bring the head.
And even if we did, we could probably convince him we didn't.
He's the one that was talking about the undead, where Dab made friends.
Well, I mean, walking in with a bunch of undead probably it could work for us, but it could work against us too.
I'm gonna say probably against us. We could just say fuck this town and keep going.
So, I mean, looking at the total town that you or the total distance that you have to cover, you're probably going to hit your first night, considering you guys are in the old LOL right now. You're probably going to hit your first night, I'd say halfway to Phandelver, so you've got some time to decide So you guys, how are we making camp? What's our general? So right now, I think if we just bring the audience back to it, you have an oxen with a cart. The cart has your bucket or your thing of ale on it. It's still got the unicorn head, severed head. As far as I know, the only person who currently has a vial of unicorn blood would be Richter, who still has one on him. And then you have, I think that's about it. You have an ox carrying your, pulling your actual wagon, and I think that was about it.
A couple of trinkets, please. Yeah. Even though I mentioned it, I'm pretty much been convinced we can just say fuck this town and keep on going.
I'm willing to stop or not.
There's nothing there for me at the moment. We can come back anytime we want.
Fair enough.
We're still dragging this barrel around.
Could have some.
No, actually, we can unless you want to magically attach it to your body.
Oh shit, yeah. How the fuck do we
If
sell
you
it
want
then?
to, I certainly have some.
Well, how the fuck do we sell it then?
I figured we'd find somebody who have used to it.
Can mold it
Thunder
into
tree.
a cart.
This necromancer guy was such a dick, I didn't offer them to him.
This
I
Thunder
nod-
Tree,
I
wonder if it's
nod
a
at
big
that.
town. It's ruins, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
All the Canadians.
if we're gonna go to this big town and we got to deal with some people there, I say we go in and we get some info, gather some info and stuff like that before we go in guns blazing. You know, just going in fighting people and let's for once plan a little bit and go in with an idea of what we want to do.
Yeah,
And
but
not just fight
Thunder
everything.
Tree is a ruins that we're going looking for some kids for this lady here.
Looking for some kids.
That's what I wrote down. Myrna, Emerald Jewels for payment, getting her kids out.
Yeah, you already got her kids out.
Yeah, we got the kids.
Yeah, that was at the
Yeah,
manor.
She told us to get in there.
What the
They were in the manor, I
Okay.
think, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's correct.
Chesimer Manor.
notes are wrong?
I remembered. I don't smoke weed.
Yeah,
Yes, I do. Yes,
your
I do.
notes are not necessarily wrong. We did. She gave us she told us about the jewels because we saved her kids, not to go save her kids.
Oh shit. Okay. So what is Thunder Tree? Is it a town? Is it a place?
I thought you were right. I thought it was a ruin.
I'm
What is
confused
Thunder
now.
Tree? Do any of us recall what Thunder Tree actually is?
Oh, that shit is lit. I used to go there every spring.
Make a history check.
Right.
Nope. I don't.
Oh God, God can't remember what Thunder Tree is.
It's literally a tree that makes thunder sounds as its branches
Clearly.
flap in the wind.
She knows better.
Hey.
Oh, God's got it, and so does Richter.
Makes sense.
Bro, Thunder Tree. You don't remember the place? we
No,
all
I
know
don't.
About? The ruin?
I don't.
You're a
No.
fucking idiot. Do you even listen
Sorry,
to
man.
anything? Jesus Christ.
Is this like Burning Man?
Here, I have a whole book. I have a whole book about Thunder Tree right here. I've read it 47
Can I read it?
times.
I'm gonna smoke some Thunder Tree right now.
So, for those of you who want or remember, Thunder Tree is a ruins that is just east of Neverwinter, or just a ways east of Neverwinter. It used to be a bustling market town. Had several shops. People would go there for fine wares. But given the recent upbringing of unsavory folk all throughout the land of Faerun, all of a sudden now the ruins, the last anyone had heard, had been overrun by folks that you don't necessarily want to be messing with. There's rumors there may be a massive celestial being there that might be holding people at bay. So far as you guys know, nothing else has come in and out of there in a long time. So anybody that's gone there, there's nobody been able to come back and report back.
That doesn't sound good, mate. I don't know if I want to go to Thunder Tree. I don't like one-way trips, mate.
Did we not agree to go through the fucking bush too?
Nope.
No, we
Decided
said we
against
wasn't
that?
gonna go through.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Too many dangerous big bad things in there, I think. That's what Pino said.
Those woods are not friendly.
Fuck, got some lightning in that thunder tree.
So why don't we stop at Neverwinter and see what we can find out about this thunder tree, what might actually be there. Get a little perspective.
How
Yeah,
far
let's
out
head
of our way is that, mate?
We gotta take the high road through there anyway, in order to get to the next trail to Thunder Tree.
According to this map here.
I ride the high road every day, so we should be all right.
Where are we right now?
We're at Agatha's
Old
lair.
LOL.
Neverwinter?
Oh yeah, old LOL.
No,
up
we're in
in
the
the top right
Tribord
corner.
Trail on the way down to Phandelver.
Yeah, we're
Do
up
you
in the
think
top
that
right
we
corner.
should go? Do you think that we should go to Agatha's lair and make our way through the woods to Thunder Tree on the way?
Nah, because
talked about doing that
discussed it
before.
last-
Yeah, but there's lots of fucking shit to kill us in there. So if we want to fight our way through, we definitely could. But if we want to take the easy way,
Well, easier way. There's no telling
Yeah,
what
I'm
we'll
sure
fight
we'll
on the
still
way down
see.
the road.
exactly. We fought on this road already.
several
With that
real-
said, maybe we cleared out whatever's going to
Or you're
attack us
saying
on
that we
this
should
road.
go? We should go
might
around.
be safe travel.
We should go around the woods.
Yeah, I think we're gonna take
I think
Tribor
so,
all
yes.
the way down to the high road up to Neverwinter,
Yep.
ask around at Neverwinter, and then possibly continue our way into Thunder Tree.
Okay.
I think that's the best possible plan from where we are.
So all of this conversation is happening basically while you guys are sitting around a fire. You're waiting for the, for the embers to burn out. You're making your camp for the night. You still have one zombie, I believe you named him Rufus, who sits with you.
Rufus the stunt
He's
zombie.
currently armless.
Yeah,
Keep in mind he is currently armless.
yeah. Well, no, we still got his
They
arms
have his
with
arms
us.
on the wagon, though. I
Yeah.
remember picking them up.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you have his arms. He is armless, however.
he was legless at one point too
Put
when
his
we
arms
fixed that.
back on, Dad.
Let's stitch his arms back on.
Does anybody have mending? That's a useless spell that I don't know if anybody would want.
I have,
have
but I don't think it's
medicine.
going to attach flesh to bone.
Can I just butcher it and try to do a performance check to see how well I get his arms on?
You can
burn
do an
them back
Arcana
on.
check to first see if you're going to get him on at all, and then you can do.
Do I still have to
a
do
check like
Arcana
that.
even though I did all that shit with him? Is that how we're gonna work
It'd be.
this?
I mean, this isn't an Arcana check to try and control the dude. This is an Arcana check
okay.
to try and mend a zombie's body back together.
I don't have mending, but okay. I was gonna do it physically with like a needle and thread.
Yo,
Just so if they work, they
you-
work.
you-
It's at least they're on there.
Yeah, you can certainly try. You don't want to put any sort of magic in there to help it along, or
Well, sure, yeah. If I'm able to do that, I guess I do have Conjure the Dead, so it'd be something you would think I'd be able to help with.
well, you have Animate Dead, yes.
Or
So,
whatever it is.
Yeah, you can certainly let's make
Okay, I'll do an Arcana check.
Yeah, do an Arcana check first.
15's not bad. I should get his arms on with that.
So you managed to, you know that the magic to get his limbs working will work. Now you can do your performance check to see how well you get those sewed on there and whether or not they
Okay.
may fly
I might
off
put the
at
left,
a later
put
date
the
as
left,
he tries
put
to
the left
slam
one on the
something.
right one, and the right one on the left one accidentally. So that's performance,
that
right?
is so terrible.
Yep.
That's not
Okay,
too bad.
all right. So you managed to quite eloquently sew this guy's arms back on. He sort of just lies on the ground and moans as you complete your work. He once you're complete, he just sort of gives you a quick moan off as if to say thank you. and you know his arms are attached and they spin.
So he's at 1
who knows?
HP, right? But he got temp HP before. Is that how that worked? I remember we got his HP
I
up.
believe he's at more than that. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you got his HP up to like 11 or something.
Can he even gain hit points back?
No, he can't. I don't
He
think.
can.
Can he really? So
If you heal him specifically.
Well, then he should get with the long rest, wouldn't you think?
No,
He'd
he
be
doesn't
alright?
get him automatically. Only if you
Okay.
heal him.
Okay.
Heal him before the long rest.
Well, I'm assuming we
wanna touch that
probably
thing.
would have. You don't gotta touch it.
Now you're making
So-
us think about touching it.
I don't touch him. Oh, well, I guess I just did so his arms back on. But...
I was about to say. So, talking with working with your friends over there, do you have a you know? First of all, is the zombie hanging out with you guys right now, or is
No,
he
we got
in the area?
He's just kind of.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I don't make it a habit of hanging out with the undead.
He's just doing a perimeter check. He's just constantly walking the perimeter, checking stuff out. Yeah, he can get up to 22 hit points.
22. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I guess that was his health. Wasn't it?
I've got the D&D Beyond zombie sheet open, so when I play with the zombie, I can use it.
Okay. All right. So zombie is feeling, I guess, as good as a zombie can feel. You also have two very unnatural undead squirrels skittering around your feet as well. So
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I still got squirrels.
I don't exactly know what you want to do with those guys.
They're just kind of chilling at my feet. I'll run up on my shoulder. They can hang out. They're small, so the wind
Alright.
should take their stench away.
They're
Okay.
small, but they fucking stink, mate.
Ain't
worse
no
than the
wind
poop
gonna
deck.
take that stench away.
How creepy is it to have these undead minions just going around and touching
Nope.
your flesh?
No worse than a poop deck. You guys shit on the deck of a ship and then shovel her off the side. Two little dead squirrels.
Yeah,
would be
but we
alright
don't let
for
it
you
play around our neck and our ears, mate.
now. No, it's there. You're walking on it every day.
Don't walk in my toilet, even
First of all,
if
the
it is
deck
a
the
corner.
shit doesn't land on the deck; it goes in the water, man.
Doesn't always. You ever feel the bottoms of your shoelaces while your shoelaces
Never
are always
mind, mate.
wet?
Enjoy your undead minions. Play with them to your heart's content. Just keep the funky bastards on your side.
Yeah, they're over here. They're good.
I really have to evaluate my choices in life.
All right. So I need, I guess, pick somebody in the group and roll a d20. We'll see what happens this evening.
I will.
Jeez.
Oh. Oh.
What the fuck?
I called it, but I don't
Oh,
know.
Richter beat you
It
too.
just
Yeah.
so happens. It just so happens the higher the number, the worse it's going to be for you. So, congratulations,
Oh.
you managed to get a nice, completely like you guys have the best night of sleep ever. As we roll this, as we go through this, Dab, real quick, make a wisdom saving throw, please.
All right. Well, before we
No,
take another rest,
wait. Hey, hold on. Just go look again.
before we take the rest, though, I'm definitely gonna try to heal. Ask somebody to heal the zombie.
Oh, you can't heal the zombie yourself?
I think I can take
Such a
hit points from him.
such a great and powerful wizard as yourself. You think you can do this by yourself? And I walk away.
Fuck. Fuck it, I'll just conjure a new one when this one dies, and I don't care.
Well, you can't conjure a zombie from an existing zombie corpse.
Well, I
It has to be
understand
a
that,
human corpse or bones.
but I intend to make many corpses along the way, so there should be many.
All right.
Some
All
more
right,
zombies
so,
for my army.
All right. So Rufus still sits with the I think he had 11 hit points.
Yeah.
in total. So while you guys are sleeping, I need Dab to make a wisdom saving throw.
Saving throw.
Yes.
Is this magic?
This is not magic. Okay. All right, good to know. All right, so you guys have a pretty restful night. Actually, it's quite surprising. You wake up, you're in great shape. You sort of hunch, stretch yourselves out. You wake up for the next day. You're going to continue on now. If I heard correctly, you were looking to stop in Phandelver?
No.
No,
Negative.
I think we're going to go right through it.
Stop and never.
We're gonna just stop in Neverwinter. Oh, okay, so we're gonna motor on through from Phandelver and all the way up to Neverwinter.
I think we stop, say we got some supplies, make sure we got enough food to get us up there.
I think we already got enough food to get up there.
Yeah, we killed a horse,
Probably.
man. We got horse meat for days. Unicorn.
But
Whatever.
when did that happen?
Unicorn, whatever.
I'm not eating that shit, man. Are you serious?
Why? You won't eat a
I
unicorn
don't
meat?
eat unicorn meat, man. Did you
That's
see what happened when they
delicacy.
drank his blood?
Yeah, no, you gotta drain it properly. You gotta make sure it's kosher.
Kosher unicorn.
I don't think unicorn meat is ever kosher.
I don't think that's ever a thing,
Didn't I take
especially
some and
considering the
remember
way you
about my
murdered
past?
it.
Yeah, you were high off that shit for a while. You still got a bottle if you
I
want
drank
to take
a whole
another rip.
thing of it.
You took 2 of them, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I
you
took
does have
one,
a
he
second
took one,
bottle.
and he had one in his pocket.
Gee whiz, mate. The guy said kosher unicorn meat.
He did. He said those words.
That's how it keeps longer on
He
the trail.
said those words. Those words were said.
It'll keep plenty long because you'll be the only one eating that shit, mate.
You're the only one hanging out with dead people, so I don't mind eating some unicorn meat.
Kind of sounds like a delicacy.
Definitely does.
You go ahead and knock yourself out there,
So-
Pino.
I drank his blood. How bad could the meat be?
Now just sit,
How
knock
bad can
yourself
it
out.
be? You found yourself naked in the middle of a forest after
Doesn't
mean,
get
it's-
much
I had to
worse.
catch
Or
you
better.
with the fuck-
given your perspective, that's either really bad or really good. So
Still
Even
alive.
you could barely capture me with a
But
net.
did you die?
I definitely did have to capture you with a net.
I
I
almost
had to
got
pull
away.
the net off you to help you up.
I remember everything. That's not how it happened.
I remember.
Okay, you
everything.
say
I
so,
ran
mate.
up a tree, I jumped, I did a somersault, and I came to.
Ha!
I remember
that's what you
everything.
Yo ho, man, you live have a rich inner life.
I've been told.
By medical professionals,
I am the medical professional here.
which is why this is so surreal, mate.
Oh, it was a good time. You should try some. I recommend it.
Perhaps in a
One-
safe environment.
One out of
mate.
one medical professionals
Oh, no,
recommend it.
betray it.
1 out of 1 medical professionals.
Him being
recommend
the
it.
only medical professional.
Well, I don't know. I'm on that level. Maybe not your level, but I'm on the professional level.
I said a professional, not apprentice.
One of
So,
them-
anyways, you guys are making your way along this trail. You're sort of clopping along. You come across. Actually, real quick, I need everybody to make perception checks, please, because none of your passives are going to pick it up because none of you were looking for it.
Ooh.
Dab and Gone, you got it good. Richter Gideon, that was bad. So Dab and Ganja, Dab, why did you roll? Oh, that was your wisdom save. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
my
So
wisdom
it's just
save.
Ganja. It's just
10, 10, 9.
10, 10, 9, 11, 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9. So Ganja, you manage, of all people, you manage to spot almost like a raised hut door in the floor of the forest. It's just sort of raised up. It's almost like it looks like a lean-to, but it's got a very ornate door in the front of it. You sort of you look at it. Does anybody here speak Thieves' Cant?
I actually do.
He might. Yeah, I was gonna say if anybody would, it would be Gideon.
Yeah, it's a part of my criminal background, man.
Excellent. So,
I'll kind of, as we're walking along, I'll kind of stop, and I'll just point it out to the group, and just in general, like I'll just point at the door.
I walk over to the door and I kneel beside it just to get a good look.
all right. So when you kneel, this is what you see is just a very ornate door, sort of sitting in front of you. It's got some very archaic symbols that you recognize as Thieves' Cant on the top. If everybody can see that, it's got some very ornate symbols on the top. Sort of, you read it as Thieves' Cant. It says, "Beyond here be the treasure of thieves. Use what you need, but only take what you must." And on the door itself are 7 padlocks. So we're going to make a quick list here, folks. I need everybody sort of either type in or sort of holler out what languages you speak.
Okay.
So if you hear one of the languages, I don't need to hear it. I need to know in total what everybody speaks. So obviously you got Common, right?
Yep,
One of you speaks Sylvan, I believe.
I do.
I
Yep,
speak
Elvish.
Draconic,
Elvish, yeah.
Dwarvish,
Excellent.
Elvish.
I can do Undercommon.
Looks like Dab is Undercommon and Gnomish. We got Thieves' Cant. Sylvan Druidic. Excellent.
Damn, we got mad languages amongst us.
Hey, you're a pretty well languaged group.
We're adventurous.
Dwarvish?
Yeah, I got Dwarvish.
Okay.
I speak Dwarvish too. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I got Common, Draconic.
Well, if we ever need to talk to each other, we can just speak in fucking Dwarvish.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds even better. That sounds like an interesting idea.
Because I got Dwarvish too.
Oh yeah, if you
Oh,
want
man.
to fuck with Dab, because I'm pretty sure Dab doesn't speak it.
I thought
No,
I
it is
did,
not.
but I don't think I do.
Which is surprising because you're from underground.
Yeah, but he's gnome. He's a gnome underground. He doesn't. I mean, dwarves are actually bigger than gnomes. A lot.
You
bigger than
don't
gnomes.
give a shit
Yeah,
about
I
that.
know, but
Dwarf.
they do. Isn't he from the Underdark?
Yeah, I'm a
We've
deep
already
gnome.
He's from the Underdark.
We've already
Yeah,
found
yeah,
out that he likes to keep to himself.
They call the Duergar.
Yeah.
The Duergar, I think they call.
The Duergar.
Duergar.
And yes,
Yeah.
someone has read The Legend of Dritz.
Yeah, of course. When I was a kid, bro. But I love Favorite anyway. But my favorite characters were Jarlaxle and Artemis.
Oh, Jarlaxle was a great dude. But what about
Yeah.
the dude who took in Dritz?
He's the reason I love playing rogues, bro.
What about the dude who took in Dritz, though? What was his name again? He was a Swerf
Oh.
Neblin, and I can't remember his name.
Oh yes, he was a Surf Neblin, but I don't remember his name either. He had no arms. They were
Yeah,
like tools.
had no arms.
Tools.
Yeah, dude was badass. He was a total.
Yeah.
badass.
He's a
Anyways,
G.
so if I've got everything, I'm just bear with me here and ignore the creepy open that's in the corner, and as well as I should have brought these in as a GM layer. Okay, so you have the 7 locks in front of you. Given what you speak, what I see you speak. So we got Common, Elvish. Is there any other ones that we have? I've got Common, Sylvan, Elvish, General. Okay, so looking at what you have the first lock here. I'm going to bring this to the token layer real quick so I can put this on. This first lock, those who speak Common see this as saying open. That first lock there. The second lock, saying in Elvish, says close. I'm just going to do this. Bring that to the other layer. And this is cumbersome. So, the second lock says close in Elvish. The third lock in Dwarvish says open. This lock right here just says absolute question mark. So this lock,
which lock?
This lock right here says
okay.
question mark. Basically, you can't all of you look at the so actually every lock on the bottom, all of you look at it and just are confused. Like you can't understand the language that it says. And then the final one on the top says close. And that is an undercommon.
Seems like a pattern here.
A bit of a key, a bit of a puzzle, it seems, right?
So all of these locks, by the way, have keys in them.
I open the middle one on the bottom, and I open the two on the right on the middle row. Or I try to.
If you wanted to plant things, and then you just jump in.
Why would you want to open all three, though? Why wouldn't you follow the pattern first?
Why would we not look at it for a few minutes? None of us speak the same languages. Let's discuss it.
I mean, it seems like there's a pattern. What does it mean? Can you turn a key both ways and nothing happens? Is left closed? Is right closed?
So these are all sort of the locks on these actually, and sorry, these may not look right. They're sort of padlocks. So all of them are padlocks that sit around, and you generally find that so they're padlocks that are almost like built into the door. So it's almost like as it falls open, it is built directly as part of the door. So when you turn the key, obviously clockwise, it sort of clicks open, and then you can either lock them up and pull the key out. The key looks like a normal key; doesn't have any special piece to it.
Well, I say we follow the pattern and give it a try. Close the close, open the open.
So what are we opening? What are we closing?
The bottom middle one and the two on the right here, I'll click on it. Which ones? I mean, this one and the two that say open.
All right, and we're standing right in front of the door right now, right?
I am, I guess, because I'm the one doing it.
Okay, so as you go to choose your last door, and you so you're doing open, close. So you're going close, open, close, open, close, open, close, right?
From the top. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you open that middle one, all of a sudden, the door or I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, real quick.
Sure.
Sorry, my apologies. Not a dexterity saving throw. You don't get a DC on this one. You take all of a sudden. So what I guess you failed to notice is on either side of this door stands two pillars. All right, and on either side of this door, those pillars have what looks to be a lightning symbol sort of built into them. As you close that second door, you take 1d6.
Can you ping the door you said that we closed? That this happens on?
It was as you opened this one, because all of them were closed to begin with. So you would have opened this one.
We're not seeing anything.
On the top. Oh,
so this is the first choice that you made.
This middle one, as you open this middle one.
Okay. So everything was fine until we did that one.
Yeah, so you closed this one, and then you and kept this one closed, right? And then you opened this one.
Yeah.
So that's when this would happen. These two beams just sort of light out. They hit you on the sides. You take 1d6 lightning damage. So you take 3 points of lightning damage as that opens all of them. All of a sudden, all the padlocks just snap closed.
Well, that's not the one. Maybe you're right. Maybe we should talk this out a little bit more.
Well, nothing happened when you open the other opens, the ones that we could read.
I think this is a perfect option for the zombie to start turning locks.
Do his arms work?
You put his arms on the wrong
that'll
side.
kill him though.
No. I got good on my performance check and whatnot. His arms are working fine.
Well, this one didn't do anything. The very bottom left didn't do anything.
We didn't touch it, did we?
So
hold on. When we close it, we say like we turn the lock one way, right? Like there's movement on everything on every single lock when we're doing this, isn't there?
No, it's
No,
a padlock.
so they
dude.
either
The padlock's
remain
open or
closed
closed.
or you're opening them.
Yeah, it's a padlock.
Oh, it's okay. So they either remain closed or you're opening them.
Yeah. Now they're all
So why don't we
closed.
just try a different pattern?
As soon as he did that, they snapped all closed.
Well, why don't we just try a different pattern? I will. You know what? Send the fucking zombie.
it might just kill him. I mean, he might just
Who
die.
cares? Who cares
If he
if
kills
he
him,
tries? He'll grow another one out of
if
something.
he dies, he can roll to come back to life.
That's true.
This is the one that when he closed it, he got shot.
When he
Yeah.
opened it, he got
Open.
shocked.
I say maybe we go open.
Yeah. Or no, because this one was closed and it did nothing. So maybe just do this one open, as well as the ones that say open.
Open this one and see if we get shocked. Open
Well, I
this
mean,
one. see
if you're
we get
willing to
shocked.
do it, you take
Yeah.
a turn. I took
Well,
my
the
turn.
zombie's getting hit. So
Yeah, I say we open the ones that say open, then open the bottom left, bottom right. Let's try a different pattern.
all right, so you zombie comes sort of steps
Hold
forward.
on
just,
a second.
Oh.
It's not mine to command.
Is anybody gonna give the zombie a little bit of healing before I send him in there?
He doesn't need it. It doesn't seem like it's going to zap him that hard.
My eyes go to the ground for a moment.
The zombie just steps behind us and does nothing.
Bottom lip curls over the top, and it's like,
What's he even here for then?
He's here to help you, but if you want to help from him, he would expect some himself.
I think
He's a
we've got
fucking
plenty.
tool, mate.
So use
Yeah,
him.
And I'm the one controlling the tool.
That zombie, mate. And I turned to the lock. Which one did we open it now?
Take a choice. I'm thinking
Which
maybe
one we
bottom left,
opening
bottom
now?
right.
So bottom
one-
left open, bottom right open.
That's
I'm
a guess.
asking because I'm gonna.
That's a
Oh.
guess.
You
That's
gotta
what I'm
you
guessing.
gotta reopen the ones up top too, though.
Yes.
That are labeled because they're all snapped shut right now.
Okay, well I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna open it. Nothing.
so what are you trying to open?
This.
You opened that successfully. Yep. So nothing happens yet. So what? Tell me the pattern you're opening it.
Oh, excuse me. Open. Leave closed. Open. Open. Open.
Okay, so you're gonna open the last one.
Gonna open
These
all the two bottom corner ones and close the middle one.
Okay, so and you're leaving the middle one closed, right?
Yes.
So and who's this? Is it the zombie?
No, Gideon.
This is me.
Oh, Gideon. Gideon, as you open the last lock, that last lock on the side, you take 6 points of lightning damage.
Ah, mate. I assume that one was not the combination.
I would say you assumed correct.
well, I mean, we'll narrow it down eventually because there's only so many combinations that we can do with what we already know.
Well, we should all take a turn then, because I'm not doing that twice in a row.
I look right at Dab as he
I look
says
back.
that.
I look back and smirk. And just fucking look back towards the door. Wait for which one of you knuckleheads that want to go get zapped next, or admit the fact that
I
these
say-
zombies are actually useful.
I look at Dab, I look over at the party, and I say, how about we see if you're useful for this party and do
Oh.
something for everybody?
I could send the zombie up if I wanted to. Admit to me now that the zombie's useful in this
I don't
scenario.
think you would do it yourself. I don't think you would
I
do
have
it
no-
just to help us anyway.
I have no need to do it myself anymore.
You know what, mate?
So are we just tools to you then as well?
Oh, mate. Fuck it. And I get up and I walk away.
Back to the cart then.
All right, so you guys head back to the cart.
We all just gave up like the best weapons in the game, by the way.
Well, when it's all for one and one
I
for
have
all.
no idea. It could be fucking rotting corpses in there. We don't know.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I
we're
walk back to the cart.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody heads back to the cart. Richter, you doing anything? You want to give it a go?
I'm minding my business.
All right. Well, then I guess we're gonna leave this one alone. I mean, so I need Gideon to make a intelligence, make a history check. They need to have like a recall check. I don't even know what that would be.
I just assume
History would be-
history makes sense. It sounds
Yeah, you were
sounds
calling
good.
from history, right?
That's what I thought.
History, I can assume, be some shit that happened yesterday. You know,
Yeah.
it ain't today, it ain't present. You know.
Yeah, so you're getting a recall. Oh Jesus. So it wasn't a high DC. I think it was only 5. So because you're a fucking thief, anyways. You know that you gather or you remember that thieves' dens, especially ones that are marked with thieves' cant, randomly found in the middle of the woods, generally aren't very common, or actually rather rare, and generally stashes of that nature were put there by ancients, not the right word. Thieves can't, or the thieves guilds haven't been around that long, but by historied thieves groups to protect their wares from people, and especially they like to put them along very busy roads because generally that's the roads that those thieves can meander along and get the kind of wares that they need to be able to survive whatever encounters they're going to continue on for.
I will tell you this. I do love gold. But I gotta tell you, after getting shocked like that for that 6 fucking HP, I don't know if I love gold enough to stand out here and argue about who's gonna do it next. But it's probably a pretty rich stash, but it ain't worth it to me.
You
My
know that
argument's-
thieves often don't just store gold. Thieves usually use gold. They store other things.
My argument's less about the gold, more about the last time we did something, we got drunk and Dab got his way. That's why I was looking at him.
That was my point too.
So I walked away with you.
All right, but
So as you guys walk away, you hear Nostra and you hear Ganja and Richter and Gideon and Ganja just sort of pipes up and starts talking in a language, Dab, that you don't seem to understand. Everybody else understands him.
Wait, what?
And starts sort of just chatting about. All of a sudden, all of the other parts of the group except for you, Dab, just start sort of answering and chirping back. So just know that that's happening.
The quarterfish. I'm at this moment walking away.
Okay, so you guys get back to the car. Are you guys just going to continue on the road?
yeah, I'm already in the car.
Waiting for the group.
Oh, I'm not driving. Well, I can drive if you want me to, but I wasn't driving.
No, I mean we're waiting for the rest of the group, me and you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys make your way down. So you'll take you back out of the door. You make your way along the trail that leads to near Phandelver. So the second day, by the second day, you would have made it probably just past Phandelver. So you're gonna probably you'd camp out very close to where you guys came out of the Cragmaw hideout. So you guys know you're coming in that area. Any wants to go into that area or near it?
Did we actually clear this place out?
Yeah, we went back through.
Oh, we raided it already.
We ended up
That's
killing
where you guys found me, I think.
Yeah.
Isn't it Cragmaw hideout?
Yeah, I think so.
Cragmaw's where you found Ganja.
Where Rob died.
Where Rob died, yes. So, is there any interest to go back inside that?
No,
I don't.
Okay. So you guys hang out at the outside of the cave. I guess you're not even outside the cave. I mean, you basically just set up camp wherever you can. Another night.
Can we do it outside the cave? That would be dope. I kind of want to do that.
All right, yeah,
Sure.
you can certainly do it.
I bet. So when we make camp, I'm gonna light a doobie for fucking Rob.
Okay.
Yeah.
We still got very good stuff left, right?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So you guys make your way to the front of the cave. You spend the evening sort of lighting up, pouring one out for Rob. Dab. I don't know Ganja. I don't know if you know particularly what they're doing.
Not really, no.
I would tell him.
I did know. I know they lost a friend in there.
With us for a short time. He died here fighting with us for our own safety. So we pour a little out for remembrance.
I find a little bit of the Mary's Jade, and I smoke up to show a sign of respect for their lost friend.
Okay. Richter, are you getting into the hard stuff or no? Richter gone again. Richter. Oh, there he is. You getting into the hard stuff or what?
Yeah, I'm getting into the hard stuff.
Oh, you are?
Oh my god. You really have to chase this motherfucker around the woods tonight, man?
All right. So Richter, you pull out. So while everybody's sort of pouring one out, they're lighting up. You sort of pull off to the side. Now, question for you. I mean, this is your decision. Are you looking to pass this around a group? Are you looking to do this in secret? What are you looking to do here?
I'm going to do it in secret.
All right. So you sort of pull out a vial from
Why?
your side.
I know you got it.
You pull out a vial from your side. You sort of knock it back. Are you taking a sip? Or are you taking the whole vial?
I'm gonna lay back and take the whole vial.
Oh shit!
Knock back and knock back the whole vial. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Why is that so casual? What the fuck? This is like he just took out a crack pipe in front of us and shit.
Oh.
Oh, that's okay. When you're taking the whole vial, it's a 25 check. So, which was impossible for you at least to start the adventure. So, this will be two Constitution saving throws of 15. This time because you dropped a whole vial again, and you haven't really gotten used to the effects. And you're also going to be on some other illicits. It's going to be a DC of 15, 2 in a row to get out of this one. So all of a sudden you lay back. The world begins to sort of spin in this massive concentric circle, just starts to drop inside you. All of a sudden, you find yourself at the foot on ground again. Once again, looking up, seeing the four horsemen or the four men on horses in front of you. You've got these things reel back. I need you to. And you really have no control. Basically, these things rear back, and you're terrified at this point. So your frightened level is at an absolute high. So they rear back and they bring their hooves down on you. Make a dexterity saving throw, real quick.
What causes the effect of getting high? Is it like a poison, like mushrooms, or like?
It's a fuck. Are you serious? Are we really gonna have this class?
No. Like, Like, is
Should I roll it
it?
again?
It could be considered a poison. I'm just
It's not a
curious.
poison.
Okay.
It's not a poison, and I know why you're asking.
Should I roll it again because I need to pass 15 twice?
No, that was your dexterity save. So dexterity-wise, you managed to sort of jump out of the way of the out of these hooves, but you take off running in this illicit dream that you're having away from these horsemen as they're clomping down on you. Everybody else around in the real world just sees Richter scream and take off into the cave.
Yeah,
Here
yo,
we
we're
go
watching
again.
him like a motherfucker. And I'm like, he's into that shit again, mate.
Why don't we just barricade the
I
cave?
swear to God, if he takes his clothes off, I'm gonna leave him here.
Just
Well,
barricade
he's
the cave.
in.
Let him run it out.
Yeah, so he's in to the cave at this point.
Shut the fuck up, pedo, you weirdo druggie.
I'm gonna search if there's any more left. Definitely.
So you see the vial that sort of dropped on the ground. No, like not even a drop left. He knocked back. That thing flew smooth down his throat, and he is currently like running around the cave. He basically jumped right into the river and started making his way in through the cave.
I hold it up like a Heinz ketchup bottle.
I swear to God, I will not go search for him. I will not.
I don't
It's so
remember there being
hard
a
to
second
get
entrance.
for this fucking group. You know what? Everybody do whatever you want to fucking do, because I'm going to, mate. Savvy? If he dies, I'm taking everything on him.
So Richter takes off into the cave. Anybody else going after him?
You finally figured it out, Gideon.
I'm not going. I'm just gonna make sure he won't hurt himself. I'll go.
So I mean, he's booking it. He's booking it, and he's a
I'm
ranger.
not chasing him. But since I'm here now and Dab is here now, Dab, you're an asshole and you're breaking our group, mate.
I may be an asshole, but I saw an opportunity to help benefit myself as well as the other party at the time. Well, some may not agree. I'm not always here to agree with everybody. I have my reasons.
Dab, you're breaking our group, mate. You constantly going for yourself is not an adequate explanation. Once or twice, maybe, but every situation, it's always for Dab, for Dab, for Dab. We all agreed to adventure together, mate, to benefit together, mate. When you make decisions that just benefit yourself, that's not leadership. It's greed.
I have greed in me, deep within me.
We all do, mate, but we should all benefit a little more than we are.
I make knee-jerk
I'm not going to
reactions.
go and hash the past anymore, Dab. I'm just letting you know we need to move forward with a better covenant than this.
And I understand that. And like I said, I make snap decisions. Sometimes they work, such as the time I realized if I released the rocks, I could wipe out that animal that we killed before it
Dab,
killed
you're
Rob.
tremendously useful to us, mate. You're our arcane and our arcane expert, mate.
And which I understand, and that's what I'm
You
saying.
are
I
tremendously
make.
useful, but because you're useful to us doesn't mean everything is for Dab, mate.
I understand that, but I was like, as I say, the greedy. I'm very greedy, and sometimes I make knee-jerk reactions. And so far, up until I asked the wrong question in everybody else's eyes, my knee-jerk reactions were working. I asked one wrong question. Now I control zombies, and
Disagree,
everybody's
man.
mad at me.
We caught you. No, and everybody's not mad at you, Deb. You said when you got that ability, it was for the benefit of the group. And then you tell us that you'll only do things with certain stipulations.
No, I just was feeling like I felt as if everybody didn't see the benefit here in being able to control an undead. And the first scenario we're faced one is one that is perfect for my undead zombie. And nobody could buck up and say, hey, you know what? Not a bad idea. Give him a little bit of healing and let him get his ass zapped off, and we could have got the treasure.
You're just basically describing a beneficial situation to you again, Dad. There's no hope now.
I did not go in that cave, and hearing these guys, I walk back and I say, usefulness is not trustworthiness. I could use
a zombie. I could banish it at any time.
I don't think you could do anything.
I control it.
I don't think you're as useful as you think you are. And the problem was, that you
Double
had already
down.
had this power and you took away something else from another group member for what? You went back with an answer for a man that gave you nothing for that answer.
I got the ability to control the dead.
You got nothing for that
You got
answer. You
it
had that
already.
ability
You already had
before
it.
you got that answer
I
to
don't have
him.
that. I have nothing. I've never dipped my
I
toe in the
repeat again.
necromancy field.
2 extra hands, 4 extra hands means nothing for usefulness if you can't trust them. And I walk away.
You don't have to trust them. I can control them. I know that I don't have to trust them. I know that
We
they're
don't
not
trust
telling
talking
you,
me.
about
Dad.
your
We're not talking about
hands.
fucking zombies. We don't
Oh.
trust you.
And I'm not here trying to get anybody's trust. I'm just here along the way.
And I'm not here to make you more powerful so one
Yeah,
day you can
yeah.
stab us in the dark.
Let's be real, mate. You always talk about being on a ship. At this point on the ship, we'd have killed you and thrown you in the ocean already, mate.
You'd have to catch me first.
Easily done.
Especially on a ship. I know I'm not there, but
We go into lots of death situations together, mate. This is the
And-
only conversation
And
I'll have of this nature.
up until now, I've saved a lot of you people from death.
Nope.
And a lot of us have saved you as well, Dad. You
Nope.
act as if you
The only
carry
one-
us.
the only
You
one that's
beg me
killed
for
me.
healing
The
and tell me you
only
have
one
saved
that's
anybody.
the only one that's come close to killing me travels with us to this day.
I'm going to
And he
interrupt.
picked
We're
up
gonna
a
jump
sword
back
and
to
tried to
Richter.
continue to kill you.
I did save you once too.
We're
And
gonna
he
go
let
back
that
to
sword
Richter.
go for the better of the party.
And
He also
Ganji, you're not
picked
part
it
of
up,
this
not for
conversation.
the better
You're
of
in
the
a cave
party.
following a madman.
No, I know.
A curse is one thing.
Richter,
At least I
you-
can trust a
you-
curse.
Yeah, Richter, you find yourself climbing up. All of a sudden, the ground beneath you starts climbing up this very steep hill. It gets steeper and steeper and steeper until which point you sort of jump and you leap as if you're because the hill has actually gone completely vertical. You get. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, and then actually make an athletics check real quick. Richter, you with me? Here you go. So you reach for the ledge. All of a sudden, your hand slips. You start to fall into this black abyss. As you fall further down, further down, further down. All of a sudden, you find yourself inside of a crib. You notice, like, you look down at your feet. Your feet are bound inside of a blanket, like sort of sleeping bag style. You sort of you go to stand up, but you're sort of locked in this sort of position that you have right now. You look up, you see a large, slender, white, elven gentleman sort of reach into the crib. His facial features very cut. He sort of holds you to the side, and you know you're getting the view. What you're gathering is you're getting the sort of point of view of a small baby or a small child. He sort of turns to you and goes, "Things will be all right, Mitlar. We will be home soon. We will be here soon." All of a sudden, you as a baby just start to
Is
wail.
that my dad?
You don't know. I mean, you gather. I'm just saying this is all happening to you. You can sort of put together what you like, but you're seeing this point of view, and he says to you, "Things will be all right, Mitalar. We'll be home soon. We'll be back soon." Once you, and all of a sudden, you just start to cry. That would be make a Constitution saving throw real quick. Okay, so you fail that one. So yeah, you just start to cry. All of a sudden, you Ganja, you in the caves just hear just screaming, but like a high pitched whine, almost like like Richter's reverted back. He's just screaming out. And that will conclude that. Boys, back to where you were.
I'll pick up my pace and continue a little bit faster.
I've walked just to stand in front of it. at the front of the cave to look inside, wait for these two.
So you looking inside, Pino, you start to see Ganja getting farther and farther back. Ganja, you still just hear echoes. By this point in time, I think everybody's actually on the Cragmaw hideout right now. Oh no, you're not. Give me 1 second. I'll bring you back there. Sorry, I have to.
I talk all that shit, but I'm just gonna go fucking chase this kid too.
So by this point, Ganja, you find yourself like at the bridge. That's how far in you've gotten, and you're starting to hear the screaming in from this area.
Okay.
So I want everybody to sort of use their people if you can, if you have the ability. I believe everybody should be on there and controllable.
No. Oh,
Can you give me a zombie and 2 rats or 2 squirrels? I've got the rat hit page pulled up, I figure, for the squirrels.
Squirrels aren't going to do much for you, but I can try.
Yeah, a rat is only fucking a bite attack. It's only got fucking 1 hit point.
Your portion of a swarm.
Yeah, I just pulled up rat. I looked up squirrel. There was no squirrel, so I figured.
Yeah, I
rat
don't
was the next
remember
best
seeing
thing.
one.
It's hard to find a single rat on here. Jesus. I did not
You
expect.
just give me 3 zombies and we can color them if you want. Doesn't matter.
I can do that too. Oh, here you go. I can give you a squirrel even easier.
Oh, perfect. There you go. There's my dead squirrels.
Controlled by Dad Powder. There's your 2 squirrels. And your zombie. So everybody can control their guy. Obviously, Richter, you can't because you're out of control at the moment. And you have 11 health. Okay, so you guys can control whoever you want. So I don't know where Gideon is. Gideon, I just want you to make sure you can control yours as well.
Yes, sir. Give me 1 second. You said you want me to put an icon on here?
No, I think you already have an icon on there.
Yeah, Gideon's right below Dab, which would make sense because we were just talking.
Okay, so you continue on. So you guys are hearing the screaming right now. I don't know exactly what you guys want to do. I know you guys were heading to the mouth of the cave. Are you still talking to each other, or?
No, I was done with the conversation, walked away after what I said.
Okay, so what's everybody? Where's everybody going? So Dab, are you still staying by the fire?
Yeah, I'm sitting by the fire.
Standing at the mouth of the cave, see if I can hear anything odd other than what's happening.
Okay, all right.
Seeing if anybody yells for help.
All right, so you continue to hear screaming. Like, I mean, you're hearing him screaming at the top of his lungs over and over and over again, like as if he was a small child, sitting in the, in a crib or anything else like that.
So normal at this point. Okay.
Richter, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Sounds about right this far into the unicorn blood. Starting itching my arm. Wish you'd have saved me some.
You get a little bit of a tick now.
Yeah.
So, fuck, and that one while you're on unicorn blood. Richter, you are going to suffer -1 to your intelligence permanently until something can bring you back. You also
That's
take,
rough.
in real life, you take 1d10 psychic damage. So you take 6 points of psychic damage as well.
Ooh.
How do you plan on doing that in real life?
What do you mean?
Bad joke.
Oh God.
Real life.
Yeah. So you
Yeah, if you take a drug and it makes you take psychic damage, I kind of want to try that.
yeah, you take six points
Called
of psychic
ecstasy.
damage, and you
No, I don't, Al.
as
I
you're
don't
looking
have
up-
it. Acid. Never be the same. Sorry.
as you're looking up at this this father figure, you just hear him. All of a sudden, you see a woman sort of fall or come into the corner of the gentleman's shoulder and turns to you and and you just hear the woman walk up and says, "Put him down, Hostit. He needs his sleep." At which point the man turns back and says, "Daya, I will hold my son when I need to. Tend to our children." And all of a sudden, he goes to put you back down, but as he puts you back down, you just feel all of a sudden weightlessness, and you just begin to fall, and you fall further and further. Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of my own notes here because. As you begin to fall, you fall further and further down, and in which case you sort of splash. As you splash, you look around you. The water, the liquid that you're in, is thicker than water. It feels strange, but you're in a darkened area. Do you have dark vision as a ranger? You look through, and all of a sudden, you sort of bring your fingers in between you. You're looking up. You're covered in blood. You've basically splashed into a massive pool of blood, and you're just absolutely covered in it. That will conclude you. You just, again, you start to scream. Ganja, you make your way in. You hear screams in the cavern that you're in, and they are the screams of Richter, but you don't see him. He's nowhere. And you mean you're probably carrying a torch. These are relatively well lit areas.
I do have dark vision too.
And you have dark vision, so but you don't see him anywhere. You're hearing like the sound reverberation is in your area, but you're hearing nothing, or you're seeing nothing. Sorry.
Huh? Do I hear splashing?
No, you did not hear splashing.
I guess I'll continue on into this room.
Okay, as you continue into that room, you notice that the sound starts coming from behind you. It's the screams are coming from behind you. Is anybody else following Ganja in, or just waiting at the front?
I'm gonna wait.
I got, how long has it been?
By this point in time, it's probably been about 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, it's been a long time. Yeah, I'm gonna follow. I thought it was quick. My fault.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start heading in too.
Yeah, I'll go back into the other room then. Or I'll stop there and I'll turn around. Like when I hear the sound coming from behind me, I'll just stop and I'll turn around and I'll look back into the other room.
Again, nothing in the other room. You do have dark vision. I'm going to let you guys walk and continue walking.
Oh, look. It's Rob. It's his dead body right there.
Yeah, so by the way, I'm going to mention all of you as you run into this cave, you run over a mound of earth that has been formed, but not necessarily dirt. Like, it's not like a burial. It's basically like the earth has been molded over top of something. As you guys run into the cave. Most of you would remember that as where Dab molded earth around Rob's body.
So we burned him.
No, we didn't burn him. I molded earth over top of him.
I made like a cairn out of soil.
So now Dab's gonna return in there, and he's gonna animate dead on Rob's dead body.
Wow. Wow.
The minute I saw my words coming out of my mouth that you saw the mound, I saw Dab just smile. That's all I saw. So you use mold earth, you uncover it. It's a nasty corpse at this point. It's been sitting here for weeks. Very tall, as far as I understand, or as far as I remember. Rob was a big guy. You pull up this body. It's sort of, you uncover it. It's falling out of decay, but it still has remnants, looks of Rob. At which point I am going to okay, it should be controllable by you, Dab. So I'm gonna bring it on. Rob, all of a sudden you see, so you cast animate dead.
Out of character, That's disrespectful as fuck.
I gotta find that spell again. I want to see exactly specifically how it works. So the animate dead spell. Yeah, this spell creates an undead servant. Choose a pile of bones or a corpse of medium or small humanoid. Within range, your spell imbues the target with foul mimicry of life, raising it as an undead creature. The target becomes a skeleton you choose or a zombie. So I will bring up a zombie. So you, the creature statistics, you won't get the attacks, obviously. So I'm gonna make him so you can have your zombie.
Yeah, I just got 2 zombies now, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So
One's at full health,
you,
one's at half.
yeah, and the full health of him is at 22. He didn't come back with his original health, but you should be able to control him now. All of a sudden, this undead, like skin sliding off the face, remnants of what was Rob Broccoli now standing in front of you, ready to serve, and just sort of sitting there, just.
And I just chuckled myself and begin to walk slowly into the cave because nobody realizes I've done this yet.
No,
I'm just gonna stay.
That's true. That
I'm
is
just gonna
true.
stay behind everybody.
All right, so everybody's making their way in. Screams are still coming. I need Richter, make another Constitution saving throw.
Can you delete the Rob with the X on it then?
Yep.
Can you put on a tombstone for us?
All right, so Richter, you managed to get your first one, so we'll see how you do on the next one after this. But you still get one more hallucination. So as you're sitting in this pool of blood, you're sort of screaming. All of a sudden, you feel vines just start to snap up, like they sort of shoot directly out of the actual blood, and then and fall right back down onto your leg. The other one falling right back down to your leg, falling right back down to your leg. You feel the vines just strapped to your chest. Should be typing these up before as they hit your chest, they pull you in and further in. You go underneath the water. All of a sudden, you feel yourself be brought vertical, and you're tied to the spire of a large castle with a massive horde. With a massive horde making their way towards you, like it's an army. It's an absolute onslaught on the castle. You hear in your background in a very faint Sylvan voice, very specifically Sylvan. I believe you speak Sylvan, right?
I do. No, I don't.
Okay, then Elvish.
Elvish, Draconic.
Sorry, you're right. Draconic. You hear in a very specific Draconic language. You just hear the words. You hear the words Daya. And the voice sounds very familiar to the one you heard before. You hear, Daya, get the children inside. Bring Mitalar to me. We will give them what they want. If they must have it, we will protect our people. And that's all you hear. And so you're still like, as this is happening, the register of your screams is just changing. It's just over and over. It's changing. Make a quick perception check as well. Not good enough. So while you're sitting against this wall, you're sort of sitting on like a side interior spire of this castle as this horde comes towards the gates. You see a crest on the front of the actual castle that you're sort of tied against at the moment. You see an ornate crest at the top with basically almost like a sheep skull with large cloven hooves around it. Not cloven hooves, like large horns that sort of wrap around and then end at the bottom. And below that, right on the bottom, below the sheep skull, says Blood Flare.
Blood Flare. Sheesh.
So you are still screaming your absolute head off. Everybody who's making their way closer and closer. So Pino and Gideon, are you making your way even closer at this point?
Yep. Still looking until I find somebody.
Yeah. Pino and Gideon, you're making your way in. I'm assuming Ganja makes his way out. You sort of meet in the middle, still hearing screaming as if it was happening directly above you. Or directly, like, where you are.
Where the fuck is he?
This is weird, man.
Is he in the pond? Start looking in the pond.
So you make your way into the pond, make a perception check, and Dab, are you making your way any further into the cave?
I'm just kind of hanging back. I got really good vision, and I know my way
Well,
around
you
this
you
cave
can't see
pretty
around
good.
corners with that vision.
No, I know, but I can still hear through it. And I'm just kind of hanging out here.
You can hear through that
Hear
vision.
through vision.
Yeah, I can hear through vision. I can hear through the cave, like the echoes in the cave and stuff.
You're
So I
hearing
gotta-
the echoes in the cave, yes, and that you know you're starting to you can sort of locate in generality.
Yeah,
Pino, you go through the water, you feel some bumps and some strange oddities, but you don't recognize or notice anything interesting. You do know that you don't investigate anything and nothing sort of comes to fruition from it, but you do feel something.
Hey, look, a smooth rock.
So anybody else going in that water or anywhere else?
I'm gonna walk over in the water.
Okay, so you wade down into the water. One thing you notice, make a perception check. Dab, as you're moving through there, so again, you can see well up to the corner. You roughly know where they are at, and
Yeah.
you know, based on the voices that you're hearing, that they haven't moved.
Okay.
Gideon wasn't much. You do notice one thing. You at least notice. You feel around too. You don't necessarily notice anything interesting about the walls or anything else like that. But what you do notice is that the water that you're in is a lot deeper. Like it's coming up somehow. It's coming up a lot deeper on your body than that pool should be holding. Like you look down at your feet, and like it's coming all the way up to your chest. But when you walk out, it's not like an even slope. Like it's almost, you can't even explain it. It's just for some reason that water is so high up on
Distortion
you.
of some sort.
What's that?
Yeah, this area is kind of weird over here, mate. This pool is not this deep, but it is this deep. Oh, I have a question to ask. I know we hear the yelling, the yelling echoing in the cave and we don't see him, but can we sort of see, like, divide where the sound is coming from in the room?
Roughly in the room, if you were to, as you guys wade in, you can sort of echolocate the best you can. You're not bats, but the best you can take is there's a spire in the middle of that pond, and the most centric sound is coming from that area.
Oh shit!
Touch it.
Yo, I know we need check the magic of this fucking thing, bro. The sound's coming from this rock here.
I'll go.
Walk over to the rock.
Yeah.
Look at it.
I'll join in the water as well.
I look around for Dad.
You don't see Dab anywhere.
It's good, Jared. For perception check from both of us, or
Yeah,
No,
perception check for both of you if you're both going in there.
second chance.
All right, so Pino, what you do notice upon inspection, Ganja, you don't necessarily notice it, but Pino, what you do notice upon inspection, you're sort of taking a look at this large spire of rock. On all sides of the rock, there's about 6 sides. It's an octagonal, a hexagonal shaped rock, and on all sides you start to notice different symbols on each one of them.
And symbols, do I recognize any of these symbols?
So, given the list that we just handily made, if I can find it.
Druidic, Sylvan.
Where did I put all those? Here we go. So you recognize I guess the group you do Dwarvish, Sylvan, and Elvish. So you recognize 3 of them and Common. So
And Druidic.
And Druidic. Okay, so you recognize at least 4 of them on the side. So, let me see if I can come up with a quick. So what we're going to do is, you're looking at this. We're going to take a short break here now, guys. We'll take a quick smoke break, go to the bathroom, and everything else like that, and we'll come back and see the conclusion of this week's episode.
All right, thanks for watching D&D with THC. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to D&D with THC. We're here for the conclusion of Lost Minds of Phandelver, episode 15. Kick it back to Jared. Go ahead, bud.
All right, so you guys make your way to this spire. It's a sort of a hexagonal spire. As you make your way to it, you're sort of examining it. So you and Ganja Pino are examining this. All of a sudden, you see symbols at the very tip along the top. And as you do, you feel like the water recedes away from you. What you see, the symbols that you actually see, are right here, I believe. Question mark, he says.
Yep.
Because I've okay, so there you go. So that's what you guys see right now. So those are the symbols. So you can see, you can recognize about three. You Pino recognize about three of them. So you recognize this one, and I mean we can try and do this. So actually putting a different symbol to represent a language isn't going to help you. So I'm going to let you write it on your own. So this one right here is Sylvan.
I can
Actually,
read that as well.
Sylvan.
But yeah.
That's very small, but you'll have to deal.
Just make one gnomish just for the fuck of it.
I got
you
it.
guys can type, you know that, right?
I got it.
You have the ability to type, y'all.
You're right.
What's funny is that looks like his writing in real life, too.
Very close. It's very close.
All right, so you recognize this one as common. You see this one over here is Elvish. So because you all know this, I'm gonna show you this one. This one is Undercommon.
I can read that.
You can read Undercommon too?
Yep.
Nobody can read gnomish
Yeah,
except for
what can
me.
you read?
Just gnomish.
Any
Okay, that's what I want then.
any druidic?
That's some
No
bullshit.
Druidic. Oh, basically, I had to include one that only one of you know. And do you speak a Oh, I know what this one's going to be. I know what this one's going to be.
Fucking toxic. That's what that one is.
It
Not
still looks
quite.
like
If your
iron
talking symbols
bomb.
look like that, you need to go back to your MSDS sheets. Anyway,
Don't look at mine.
so there you go, gentlemen. That's what you see. So those of you who can't speak the language don't even recognize the symbol. But you can, if you can speak the language and you can sort of say the symbol, which you would just sort of you would say out loud the symbol. You don't exactly know what it means, but so these are the languages that you know that are there. Only when the people come up can they recognize that. So right now, you sitting in the water, Ganja and Pino, you recognize Sylvan, Common, Elvish, and Undercommon. So you've got two other symbols on the other sides of these that you just don't understand.
I pointed out to Gideon.
I
I touch the symbols and read them.
I understand this, and of course I pointed common. I understand that.
All right. So you have one more on here that you guys just can't seem to work out. However, actually no, even that wasn't even on the door, so you can't even say that.
Start yelling, "Dab! Come be useful, Dab!" Start yelling down.
So then,
See if he
because
hears
I
me.
hear yelling from the back, I was standing up above. I was close enough to know, but not close enough to see what was going on. And it sounds like Pino's in distress now because he's hollering at me. And I go running in there, but I don't go running in there first. I go running in, hop up on the table because I'm like fucking 2 feet tall. It's a table, right, that we're looking at or whatever, the spire?
No,
at the rocks.
Spire, yeah, it's a spire in the middle of the rock.
Okay.
So also,
So
by
I
the
go-
way, if you go ahead.
Yeah, I was just, now that I could hear him, I would come running down in there and I would go up to
Go ahead and move your guy.
look to see
Move all
where-
your people as they would move.
Yeah, so I would come down to here and okay, I can see the three. I'd come right to here.
Fire?
So yeah, Pino, you'd be around the spire. Gideon, you'd be around the spire. Ganja, you would be around the spire. Where the hell did you go? Where'd Ganja go? Oh, there he is. He's hiding behind the 7. There's
Okay.
Ganja. So you would bring in Rob and the zombie
Not-
as well.
not
You
quite
bring in
yet.
Rob Zombie?
Not yet. Not yet. I would come in and I would just stand back here and look around and say, what are y'all screaming about?
Okay.
I
guys.
point at these rooms and say, you talk about being useful. I think we can. This might be something you could look at.
Well, I can tell you right now that I don't understand anything on there. Well, I understand the undercommon, and was there a common one?
There was a,
Yeah, there's a
Either way.
common.
So I can understand the common, and I can understand that one right there, the gnomish one. And as I'm saying that, I say there's also many other things I can do. As Rob comes out beside me and stands beside me, and I introduce to everybody Rob Zombie.
For fuck's
I'm
sake.
just gonna shake my head and say you've been playing with the dead again, eh? Can't just leave well enough alone.
So now I have Rob Zombie and Rufus the Stunt Zombie.
So Gideon, are you doing anything about this? Ganja is indifferent. He doesn't know who the fuck this dude is.
Yeah.
I look at
You
him,
told
do I
me about
immediately
Rob.
recognize that it's
He's an
Rob?
8-foot tall guy. You know, I know he was buried there. I might know.
And I'm like, we poured out to this guy and took drinks and smoked, and then you just raised his body.
He's come back to fight for us again. I'm sure he would be honored to be able to kill some more people with us.
I look back. I say, if I die, leave me dead.
It doesn't.
Would
don't
Rob,
plan
though,
on
you
dumping
got to think about this from
bad.
Rob's point of view, though, Nostra. You got to think about this.
Rob doesn't have a point of view right now.
Yeah, that is not Rob. That's merely his remains. Don't
Yeah.
pretend as if
Rob does not have a point of view.
Yeah.
Rob is
He
not
pretty
a
much-
person. Rob's body has.
Pretty much holding the sack of bones together with some wind.
Yeah, bro. That's
He's still alive in another universe, and the other universe, Rob would not agree with this.
All of a sudden, the other universe, Rob just get the twitch.
Yeah, just feels a shiver.
utter violation.
Feels a shiver.
That's
And
a
almost
dream.
feels violated. Like he checks his ass. He feels violated at this point in time. So, anyways, you guys are sitting around this. Are you going to read out that? Are you going to sort of point to that gnomish piece and then read that out?
Yeah, I told
Like,
her.
well,
I can
he pointed at
understand
that and
everything
say,
on there, except for
That's
that.
that's the other. That's the only one that we don't understand.
And that's Gnomish, and I would let everybody know.
All right, so you let everybody know. So, all of you can you can understand what these symbols mean. You know, I don't want to think of a name for the symbol. So basically, just who's calling out their symbol first? Who's calling out what symbol?
I'll call out the thieves' can't one.
So you
Then
call
I'll
out the
go-
thieves can't one. Roll a D100, please. $37. So all of a sudden, in Thieves' Cant, on the side of the stone, an inscription reads, "I may be a nuisance, but commit no crime, but I'll be a part of a murder in time."
It's a crow, man.
So all of a sudden, the actual words just start to like glow, and then just they sort of brighten up, and they start to burn a fiery red, and they stay that way.
How did you get that? I don't. I'll ask after.
Because crows are part of a murder. A group of
Okay.
crows.
I was trying to connect the nuisance.
Crows are a pain in the ass. Who's calling their symbol out next?
I'll do
I'll go
undercommon.
Okay, undercommon. Roll a D100. $16. All of a sudden, in undercommon, burns into the, or sort of lights up into the side. "You will always find me in the past. I can be created in the present, but the future can never taint me. What am I?"
Are you going to read it out loud to us?
Well, I can read that too.
My fuck! I can't believe you picked that up, Dad or Pino. Like, I sped that pretty fucking quick.
Say that again.
Is it a
You
memory?
I don't have to. You can read it. It's in the chat.
Memory,
Oh.
man.
You will always find me in the past. I can be created in the present, but the future can never taint me.
A
History.
memory, man. Is it a memory?
Well, you don't speak undercommon, so
I asked them, did they read it out loud?
I did.
Yeah, he did.
The future
What
can
did
never
you say?
tempt me.
He says a memory. I said history. They're
I
basically the
agree with a
fucking same
memory.
thing.
I think history works, but I think memory fits better into the last line.
So you say memory, all of us. As you say a memory, you see the fire burn into the stone, just it sort of flashes out and then it stays still. Oh, holy crap! We got Lex going crazy. Okay, then we got so then that's Thieves' Cant and that's Undercommon. I'll mark them off as it's done.
I'll put Gideon on the back, and I'll go for the Sylvan one and read it in common. Whatever comes up.
Okay, roll a d100.
98.
Ooh.
Hopefully that's good.
A venerable relative whose hands do not hold and whose face cannot see, but can always tell you what you need to be, when you need to be.
A clock.
Grandfather clock.
I say a clock.
Nothing happens.
A grandfather clock.
All of a sudden, the fire burns into the side, just fern burns out as well. The Sylvan is done. Next.
Common.
I'll say, beat me.
You can do Elvish.
Yeah, you still beat me.
Sorry.
All right, so who's doing the common?
I'll do it, but I'm reading it out loud as I'm reading it, obviously.
As he's reading that, I'm going to say, Gideon is a riddle man. Just tell him. I don't even need to know.
I'm trying to peek around and like see Gideon as I'm saying this.
All right. So give me a moment. So roll a d100.
Oh,
53. There was a greenhouse. Inside the greenhouse, there was a white house. Inside the white house, there was a red house. And inside the red house, there were little black babies.
greenhouse, inside there's a white house. White house, there's red house.
So
Inside the
what's
red house. A what?
Did I
what's
write that right?
A water what?
I pat him on the back. I agree with him.
A water what? Did you say?
Watermelon.
Oh, a watermelon. Yeah.
I feel like I better not be getting deceived. So all of a sudden, the
Al's over there just fire with the Google, doesn't even move.
Oh, I'm not Googling.
We know you're not Googling, Al. You're on fucking
Jared.
camera. There's no way you
Jared,
can be Googling that.
I'm typing 120 words a
You're
fucking
just
minute,
that good.
and I can't type it by the
Yeah.
time you finish fucking completing the riddle.
It's just amazing.
Did
Anyways,
you
fire
like
burns,
read books of
Robert
riddles
goes
when you
away.
were a kid or something, Al? You fucking know them all.
I'm sorry. I be joking around, but I'm smart as fuck.
Oh, I know you are. That's fucking wild.
I'm not dumb.
No, that's good, man. No, that's
You've
good,
got
man.
two more to go. You've got two more to go.
Hey, don't I have a pattern? Every fucking set of riddles I smash. Stop
I
looking
know.
at funny.
I laugh. I look right at Gideon. I look back. I touch the
You
Elven
need to
symbol.
go do them fucking trivia nights where you can win money.
Yeah.
And I just thought about it, bro. A green outside, a white, a green. I'm fat, bro. I know mad food shit. Green, white, red is watermelon.
I was thinking
Black
weed.
seeds,
I like
yeah.
growing weed in the greenhouse
With
is where my
seeds.
mind was going.
Yeah, that exactly. Same with me too.
I was not thinking food. That's for damn
No,
sure.
not at all.
I'm
I
just gonna
thought
start calling you the
colors-
riddle
colors
master.
made me think of watermelon.
Yeah.
So that was what do we got left? Elvish and Gnomish?
Gideon's putting more things under his belt. Or titles.
I'll read mine next. Go roll D100.
Yeah, sure.
All right, roll your D100. So you call out Gnomish. You're probably going to repeat this back in common. $63.
I am offended. You said I googled. Oh my god.
No, I'm
should
just
be
saying
offended. You
it was.
should
You can
should
say it.
be
You can
like-
tell you're not.
Yeah, you
There's
should
no way
be
you could
honored
be.
that I think you're you're cheating because of how fucking well you're doing.
And how quick he's fucking
Yeah, no,
at it. It's just fucking boom right
That's
there.
insane.
I don't even got time to think about it.
I just proved that I can't type it in Google fast enough.
Yeah. Josh is trying to type it in the chat.
All right, yours. I have cities but no houses, mountains but no trees, water but no fish. What am I?
A map.
I'm not. Yeah.
Fuck
Fuck
off.
you. I was gonna say it too. So fuck you, Gideon. I agree with my friend here.
The Noman. I'm assuming you read this
Yeah,
aloud there, Dad?
yeah.
All of a sudden, the Gnomish fires up, falls into the back. One more to go is Elvish.
One more, I poke it and I just look at it. I say, "Can you read it too?"
You know what? At this point, I gotta give props. Gideon, make a performance check.
I think you hit an at 20, Jared.
Gideon, you take so jokingly. Pino turns to you and goes, "Can you read it too?" You take about 30 seconds. You stare at it. You've just learned Elvish.
Yeah.
So I speak Elvish with my same accent.
Yeah, so you speak aloud in your accent, and then all of a sudden in the wall. So Gideon, roll a D100.
Man, your Elvish is terrible.
Yeah, I nod at
All
that.
you have to say, man.
But
He just fucking learned it.
kudos.
Off from
But
like
I
a
nod-
couple
yeah,
words.
I nod at that as well. I give him
Trust
props.
me.
This will be good.
Trust,
This is the long one, boys. This is the longest
definitely
one on the list.
impressed.
Longest one of the list. Ready? I am made of dust and water and rest upon the earth. In the image of you, my maker, though in gown of white at birth, awake and cold, no substance, soul nor mind, formed by mortal hands, and yet I am divine. Arms stretched wide without embrace, I wait until my end, silent and unmoving, till I'm buried or return to the ground again.
Space.
I gave up halfway through typing it.
I'll put it in the chat.
I couldn't try to comprehend it.
I
And
was
read it
thinking
and write it at the
space,
same
too.
time, so I got behind about 4 words.
Is it space?
I made of
Nope.
dust and
Water rest upon the earth, and the image
I'll-
of you,
I'll
my
read it
maker,
again.
though in gown of white at birth, awake and cold.
That's a hard one. I would fuck never get this. You rolled it, y'all.
I'm made of dust and water and rest.
Gideon
upon the
rolled
earth.
the hardest one.
Ocean? The
Nope.
ocean?
Gideon rolled the darkest one. I'm going to say it again just so you guys can hear it. I am made of dust and water and rest upon the earth. In the image of you, my maker, though in gown of white at birth. Awake and cold, no substance, soul, nor mind, formed by mortal
Snow.
divine.
Snow.
Snow, yeah. So I try ice, and I try
Ash.
iceberg.
Ash.
Nope. Nope. Arms stretched wide without embrace, I wait until my end, silent and unmoving till I'm buried or returned to ground again.
Dirt.
Is it a cloud?
Nope.
Love.
Nope.
No substance, soul,
I made
or
of
mind,
dust and
formed
water
by
and rest upon the earth.
I have to make like somehow like the hint drop at the bottom.
Is it frost?
Nope. Off because I can't let this go on for too long. I will say that you guys are close when you say around the white falling stuff. I don't know why I'm saying that. Snow is very close.
Snow.
It's in that
Rain.
realm.
It's not snow. It's not ice.
Hail.
Made of dust and water.
Freezing rain.
So I'll say
It's with
think
dust and
snow is
water.
close. and
Mud.
think of the last few.
No.
Snow is close and think of the last few. Also, fine. I'll say this. Snow is in it.
Snow is in it.
Snow is
Snowball?
half right.
Snowman.
So 50% of the answer is snow.
Snowman.
Nope.
No
Snowfall.
So I'll read it one more
Snowflake.
time. So I'll read it one more time. Snow is 50% of the answer. I am made of dust
Snowflake?
and water. No, what?
Snowflake.
I am made of dust and water and rest upon the earth in the image of you, my maker, though in gown of white at birth, awake in cold, no substance, soul, nor mind, formed by mortal hands, and yet I am divine.
Snow angel.
Yeah,
So when you
That was
say
good.
"Or
I got it.
snow angel in Elvish, all of a sudden the wall cracks. You see a massive fiery flame just. All of a sudden, this spire begins to grow up, and then all of a sudden, it just shoots straight down into the ground. I need Richter to make a Constitution saving throw.
You might need to raise another friend.
Wow.
Richter takes another point of intelligence off of his.
Oh,
off of
shit.
So he's down by 2 permanently. I'm sorry, Unicorn Blood isn't anything to fuck around with, and you take 5 points of psychic damage. As in this hallucination you're in, all of a sudden the bonds that are holding you to the castle break, and you begin to fall, and you land superhero pose on the ground with this horde of enemies coming towards you. You hear the cries of a small child, not a baby, but someone, a small child, just begging, just saying, "No, please, no, you can't do this, please, no." You turn around and you see a small, probably 10-year-old being forced to the front by that father you had once seen. All of a sudden, you see him sort of grab the boy and turn to him and go, "Mitala, this is for the kingdom. You must sacrifice. You must make sacrifices in your life for the good of the kingdom. Now go!" And he sends the little boy. The little boy goes running past you into this horde and sort of just corporealizes and disappears. You see this horde coming towards you. You got 5 or 6 coming towards you. Make just an unarmed strike, like make an attack roll with your swords. So with a 16, you manage to cut down about 5. Like you're going through, like you have this enragement in your mind. You're just going down, cutting through all of this different horde that's coming towards you. Some humanoid, some orc, some ogre, like just massive hordes coming towards you. You probably take out 10 or 15 before you finally get overrun and you just go into darkness. That'll conclude your turn. Everybody who was sitting there, the actual spire falls down and then goes down, and all of a sudden you see like all of the water in the pool just sort of empty out into this little cavern below you. You look down, you see the platform in the middle, and then you see an open room below. So there's basically that spire in the middle. You guys are sort of sitting up here on level. The spire is down here and tips here, and then all around this area you see a room that's drained the water away. The pool that you were sitting in is now drained away as well. So what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna look down in the hole to see if Richter's down there.
Shine a light down there, yes. See what we can see real quick.
Shine a light down there where you can pull out your
Don't need to. I don't need to. I don't even need to pull out a torch. I look.
So you look in
With
there.
dark vision.
You see in a relatively empty room. I need everybody to make perception checks with all this water going around.
Pull up my phone, turn on the flash.
Ooh,
Do you still hear him? Did it get louder?
I ain't seeing shit.
Oh my god.
We ain't seeing shit.
Pino almost fell in the hole.
Me too.
Peanut and Ganja both.
It's not even that. Pino and Ganja both, all of a sudden, they're just walking forward. They slip. They fall, like they falter, like as they're trying to lean into here because they're trying to lean in so far. They actually slip and they both fall into the hole, both taking. You hit the spire and then fall off onto the bottom of the room floor. You take.
Don't suggest that next time, Al.
Careful, it's slippery.
So you each take 6
Don't roll a
points
1 next time, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
each
fair.
take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Dab
Ouch.
and Gideon, you start to hear like the swords now. Instead of hearing screaming, you're still hearing screaming, but now it's like battle cries. It's like ah! And you're hearing like the clashing of swords over and over again as well.
It sounds like Richter's fighting.
Watch the first step. It's a doozy.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Right
Yeah.
down there.
can we make any way down? Like, can we see a way down
Can I-
without jumping?
Can I
Pino,
look
keep
around?
going down again. We're gonna have intervention for you, mate.
That spire probably sits probably 15 feet below you. So it's not a small drop, but it's not going to kill you if you manage to land on the spire and then get down off of that.
I look around real quick while I'm down there now.
So
Can I
it's
see anything?
very dark down there. Extremely dark, even like dark vision. I mean, there's not a speck of light, but you can see around. You just see 4 walls. You see 4 very basic walls around you.
No Richter?
I don't move far.
Okay, no
Definitely.
Richter down there, no. So Ganja, Gideon, what are you doing? Or sorry, Dab, Gideon, what are you doing?
I'm not gonna jump down there because it looks like there's nothing going on down there.
Well, so as they're looking down there, they as you're sort of looking around, the 2 of them sort of get up, and all of a sudden you see a massive beam of light coming from below there. 4 torches in either corner, 1 torch in either corner, and then 2 torches in either middles just light up. And all of a sudden, it's not really going to need a perception check. Because Dab and Gideon are down there yet. Ganja and Pino, you look towards one of the walls, and you see this. And apologies if you can't read it very well. Hopefully you can.
I'll read it aloud. The key is found within your head. Use the key to paint me red. Be aware of what you spurn, for what you give shall be returned.
So all of a sudden, what's happening is this is almost seems like it's oozing out of the wall at this point, making this lettering. So it's continuously like oozing out, and those letters are getting like dripping further and further down as well.
I pull out 1 gold coin and I try to shove it at the wall.
Nothing happens.
I put it back in my pocket.
Key is found within your head.
Are you guys
I
related?
gotta slice.
Key to...
Before
I'm
we
gonna,
relate
I'm
it
gonna
up, I
pull
gotta
out.
slice
I'm
my
gonna pull
finger.
out my sword. Yeah, exactly. And I guess we're doing it at the same time, and we both.
So you
try
guys are
paint it red.
no consultation with your friends at all. Got it. So
Uh-oh.
There's something on the wall. As I'm wiping my blood on it.
So okay, let me ask this: would you guys have ran over there and done this before letting Dab and Gideon know about this?
Well, how
Well,
I read it
figured
out
they were gonna
loud.
come down and they didn't.
and I did. Like he said, there's something on the wall, and I read it out aloud.
I said the first step was a doozy. I never asked you to come. You're correct. In hindsight, maybe we should have.
Oh, yeah.
That's to help
So
you
my
out.
question is, if you guys,
Now I'm thinking about what it actually says.
yeah, if you guys had mentioned this to Dab and Gideon, they would have come down. I'm assuming Dab and Gideon, you answer correctly or no?
If you're telling me there's something going on down there, I'm gonna come down there and investigate with you.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
as we're reading it, I'll yell out, There's something written on the wall, and I think it wants blood, and I'm gonna put some on it."
Wait a minute, mate.
Me too.
Don't do it by your fucking self.
I'll remember before where Gideon said we should like talk about things before and where I got shocked, and I'm gonna stop and like wait, maybe he's right, and I'm gonna stop Pino. I'm gonna stop
mate.
Pino.
I like you sometimes, mate.
I have
All right.
moments.
Learning from history,
It was a
mate.
good idea. Good idea, Rob. Fucking
Is there anywhere where I could secure a rope?
No, not really. What are you trying to secure a rope to be able to rappel down?
So we could climb out if necessary.
You can, I mean, okay, so the spire itself may be like low, but it's not, I mean, you could do a jump, especially given how most you are. You might have to football Dab, but you could do a jump from that spire to sort of get up onto the ledge to get out. So you do see a way out.
I can get back out while I get in. I'm definitely going to go down with them.
Okay, Dab, you right now have an option to take a little hit or try and like do an athletics and like fucking hoopla down onto that spire because you are a pretty tiny dude.
Bro, I'll stand there. Yo, Dab, you can jump down with me, bro.
I'll definitely jump down with Gideon.
Yeah, why
Okay.
not?
All
We're
right.
going down here for the same fucking reason.
The two
All right,
I'm
zombies.
jumping.
The two zombies can take the fall.
All right, so the two
Just walk
zombies
off the edge.
Rob and
No,
the
no,
zombie
no,
walk
no.
off the edge,
Dad, Dad,
hit
Dad,
the
I
spire,
disagree.
sort of.
Yeah, leave one zombie to hold the rope, bro.
Oh, there's a
We
rope
need
up there?
something to happen.
Okay, so I'm
I
leaving Rob
forgot
up
that
there
we
with
don't
the
need to.
rope.
I forgot that we don't need to. I forgot he said we could jump out. I forgot.
All right.
So both zombies are coming down.
Yeah, both zombies are coming down.
So Rob Zombie and Rufus both like just basically tip themselves over the edge. You see them just hit the concrete hard. Parts of their face sort of sloughs off and they hit and fall down on the back. And they sort of get back up and just they each take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as they just sort of like smash down into the ground.
I can't help but look at Rob and feel like you poor bastard.
It's just not right.
It's not fucking right, man. I turned to Peter and I grabbed Peter by the sleeve. Yo, if I die, you better fucking burn me, man.
Me too. We make this pact here now.
So you find yourselves in you need a little bit more than ashes, I think.
Feed my bones to the pigs. I don't care.
So you find yourself on this side is going to be the. So let me see if I can just I'll put a picture there. Give me a moment. So sort of on this side is where you see the inscription. And again on the wall, I don't know if you guys wrote it down. I can take you back there very quickly if you like, but just sort of give you guys a chance to spatially sort of size yourself out and who's and how you're looking at this wall.
I'd say me and Ganja were probably looking at it pretty close.
Yeah,
So have you and Ganja touched the wall yet?
not yet. I was going up, and I thought about what Gideon said earlier, and I kind of stopped Pino as well.
I was about to, for sure.
Me too.
Okay. What's everyone doing?
I look back towards Gideon.
I'm reading the inscription on the wall.
I look back towards Gideon. Riddlemaster, what do you make of this before I just paint it red?
Oh, cut it out.
We did.
Within your head, use the key to paint me red. I read, be aware of what you spend, for what you give shall be returned.
Gold coin gave me nothing, by the way. Just thought you should know.
The key is found within your head. Use the key to paint me red. That's obviously you think blood. Why not? I'd try a bit.
I smeared it on the wall.
Well, Gideon? You and
As he says, why not? I'll spear what I've already cut my finger.
Yeah, but it says what you give shall be returned. If you give it blood, we're gonna be given blood. Like
you smear your finger on the wall with the blood of your body. You smear it on the wall. All of a sudden, you just see the wall soak that blood up.
It's only a little bit.
I'm not putting my blood on the wall, by the way.
So make a
Chicken.
perception check, everybody.
A perception check?
Yep.
When did blood hurt anybody?
Ooh.
Dab is the only one somehow, even though he's farthest away from the fucking wall. Dab somehow because you guys this entire time are still hearing Richter screaming and swords clanking. Dab, you locate that on the other side of that wall.
So then I tell everybody else, I think, use the other side of this wall.
If I give blood, I think blood will be returned. What if that means? I don't know.
Do we have anything of Richter's? Does anybody have anything of Richter's?
Oh no, I don't think so.
I'm gonna tell Rob Broccoli to walk into the wall.
Rob Broccoli walks into the wall and takes. So Rob Broccoli just sort of knocks him back. He takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well, obviously, it's not blood for blood.
Use the key to
It
So
took
yeah,
the
it
blood
was. He
from
he
you.
gave it blood, and it took blood from Rob. It is so whatever it
question is-
takes.
How does this even happen? I mean, all he was high. My fucking trips. Well, my trips felt pretty real.
Hmm. Let me look at what can I do, and I'm thinking here. Hmm. I don't really have anything I can do. What do I got for spell?
use the key to find me red. It shall be returned.
I'm gonna take out a hair. I'm gonna pull out a hair.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Nothing.
at the wall.
just like an eyelash off your finger. No, it doesn't work. Nothing happens.
It says the key is found within your head. If we look beyond the obvious of blood and brains and so on and so forth, found within your head is your thought. Could we think that this wall is red?
As you're talking, all of a sudden the blood starts to pour out further and further, and it's sort of an inscription sort of grows out from the blood. The blood that's been falling down, it forms new lettering on the bottom, and it says, "All for one, but one for all."
I think we all have to go through the wall to save it.
I agree. I think that's exactly what it means.
Perhaps I need
If
a little
we
bit of
all
all our
go,
blood.
we get him back. All for one and one for all. But that might mean we're all stuck wherever he's stuck, and he comes back.
Well, it took in my blood. It did do something with it.
Be aware of what you spurn, for what you give shall be returned.
We give ourselves will be returned. So that, yeah, I mean, maybe it is safe.
But what does it mean? The key is found within your head. Use the key to paint me red.
Well, he already used the key maybe to open the port. Like maybe the blood was the key to open the door, and now we can go through the door.
Do we all agree?
We can try to walk through this wall if you'd like.
I'm grabbing Dab by the scruff.
But I feel like it might need some more
Rob
tribute.
Rockley grabs fucking Ganja by the scruff.
Ganja, you get grabbed by the scruff.
Okay. Rob Rockley has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Rob Rockley, make Jeff roll, Dab make a wisdom saving throw as a zombie.
I just make a wisdom roll, dude.
That's not good.
Rob Rockley lets go of me.
Rob Rockley lets go of him.
I let go of you. Rob Rockley grabs a hold of you by the scruff.
Rob Rockley grabs a hold of you by the scruff.
Oh,
And he brings you towards the wall.
And he starts
Why?
taking you towards the wall. Why?
It looks like you're not the only one with fancy tricks, my friend.
Oh, man, the power struggle has begun.
If you will, please.
I touch the wall. I lean on
What
it.
fucking
waiting for him.
spell do you use though? I gotta.
You got what? You look it up?
You don't know. You don't know what I
should
did.
know. I'm a fucking wizard.
I can guess.
You don't just
No.
automatically know.
Given his
Well,
capabilities in necromancy,
He doesn't just automatically know, though. Yeah.
No, given your capabilities in necromancy, Dab, you can pinpoint that this is not a spell and it's not necromancy that's causing it.
Right.
So you guys march towards Gideon. Are you going towards the wall as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna touch the wall and synchronate with them.
Is it going to be like platform 9 3/4, or?
I think we all need to touch it at the same time.
I'm leaning against it.
We'll all touch it at the same time. If you need to,
yeah.
press that face to it.
So all of a sudden,
No,
you all
Dab's
touch it.
used.
All of you-
He's being
Dab-
gentle. He's not being rough with you. He's, you know,
say,
it's
Dab
just
Misty
guiding.
step the fuck out of there in a heartbeat. It's his nature. Nobody's
Dab-
grabbing him.
Dab,
To the other side of the room.
Yeah.
so what is Dab doing? That is Dab Misty stepping out to the other side of the room.
Dab would be Misty stepping to the other side of the room.
So Rob Broccoli's still under your control, Ganja, but yeah, Dab
just
Misty
want
steps,
to
burns a
the
spell
damn
slot.
roll.
Yeah,
And-
I'd burn a spell slot.
Dab burns a spell slot and ends up on the other side of the room and says,
Yeah, ain't nobody. You might be able to control things around me, but there's no way you can control me.
That's fair. I just wanted to make sure you were going to do it.
And then I'd walk up to the wall willingly myself.
so everybody's got their hand on the wall now.
I would imagine.
Here we go.
Rob Broccoli also puts his, or Rob Zombie, I guess. He's Rob fucking Zombie. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
props for that, by the way. I'll give you credit for making Rob Zombie.
Zombie Rob.
Help you control Rob Zombie.
I like Rufus the
right.
stunt zombie too. Rufus the stunt zombie's great.
Does anybody know bum fight?
All of you put your finger right up on the or hand up on the wall. All of you all of a sudden feel a sharp pain in your hand. And 5 spikes come out and hit your hands. They don't go all the way through, but they damn near do. Your hand is bleeding. Every one of you, including now for Rob, he puts his hand up, the things come out, Rob's hand gets blown off because it's not being held on by much. So he just puts his hand up, all of a sudden you see and his hand just sort of implodes and then falls off to the side. Everybody else except for Pino takes 3 points of piercing damage as these needles come out, stab your hands, and then retract. All of a sudden, your blood smears onto the wall and it disappears. All of a sudden, you hear like a small, low rumble.
I knew it needed more offerings.
As that rumble happens, it gets louder and louder, and all of a sudden, you see the blood on the wall start to just sort of corporealize into humanoid shapes in the areas that you were. Out of the wall comes a blood duplicate or doppelganger of each and every one of you. So Gideon, in front of you walks a blood, I guess he's made up of blood, but he's in the shape of Gideon. He has your facial features. In front of Dab, a small little blood-shaped creature walks out in front of you. In front of Rob, who's very confused, walks another Rob Broccoli, 8 foot tall, consisting of blood. In front of Ganja and in front of Pino, all of you stand line by line in front of a blood-filled animus of yourself.
I pull out a straw.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, no, Pino.
You pull out a straw?
Yeah.
Where the fuck did you get a straw?
I keep it in my back. It's for those fancy drinks I get and you're not looking.
Why would
Right.
you
Drink
drink the blood? You don't know that's hepatitis. What's wrong with you?
It looks like me. It's got to be okay.
This guy's such a fucking addict.
So I'm going to mark down who's got the blood and who doesn't. So my only question is your roll 20 sheet accurate, or will I have to get you guys to roll for yourselves?
Roll 20 sheet is not accurate.
Oh, not at all.
All right. Well, then you guys get to play yourselves, and you're gonna. So
You can get all the character sheets off Twitch and separate tabs.
that will take a long time, and I don't think we want to stop now unless we want to
Sure.
stop now. Call her there.
Well, you gotta
Yeah,
stop now, Ron.
Yeah, we could call it there. We're about to fight our blood selves next episode.
All right, so we will call it there. You will be fighting your blood cells next episode. All of a sudden, just basically this army, this line of creatures that are basically corporealized in blood, but in the shape of your humanoid features, stand in front of you. Let's come back next week. See how we
I have,
do.
I have a question. Does my blood guy have a straw holding it back at me?
No, he does not. He's just he's standing out, staring at you, dead face.
They've got
All
no
right,
power.
thanks for watching D&D with THC. We'll be back here with this episode next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the continuation of the Baking Campaign / Curse of Strahd. Thanks for watching.